Screen, you're going to see the most beautiful centerpiece for your Easter and holiday tables, or just if entertaining in general. We're going to bring it to you from Egg Harbor, and we're bringing you a Salmon Wellington roast. Now, I don't think I've ever seen this except for one other time on air. Today, we're bringing it back to you at an easy pay of just $19.75 and $134,388. And here's the best part. The only thing you needed to do was turn on the oven. You could even cook this from frozen. And if you're doing it from frozen, it takes less than an hour from freezer to table, and it's 2 pounds. We're going to talk to you about the servings. We're going to talk to you about all the different ways that you're going to use this and really serve this for your guests this holiday season. But right now is your chance to start ordering, because we don't have a lot of these to go around, but they will arrive in time for Easter. And 134,388 is your item number. Brittany Rastelli is here with me to talk to us all about it. Brittany, this is literally the most impressive thing I think that you bring us from Egg Harbor.
This is it. If you are hosting a special occasion,
yes,
Easter, Mother's Day,
oh my gosh,
any sort of special dinner or brunch, this is the item that is going to make not only that easy, but it's going to be beautiful. And this is certainly an item that is a labor of love.
Oh my gosh,
Salmon
yes.
Wellington is not an easy item that we are going to make at home. A lot of different steps go in to make sure that your salmon is cooked beautifully, your pastry is nice and crunchy.
It's perfect.
And of course that you have that velvety. In lieu of a duxelle, we have our spinach and cheese blend.
Oh my gosh, it is absolute perfection every single time. And by the way, I will say, if it's difficult for me to put a Salmon Wellington together, I'm sure it's still difficult for whoever's doing it at Egg Harbor.
It is.
Yeah.
This is something that we take on just a few times a year.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that delicious?
It is like cooked to perfection.
Yes.
Of course, no bones, no skin.
Right.
You never have to worry about that. But the flavor, and I love that you gave us the puff pastry on the outside. It's done so beautifully with that gorgeous lattice detail.
Work. Yes. So what we do is we take Egg Harbor's North Atlantic caught salmon, and then that's been deboned. The skin has been taken off. Beautiful marbling. High in omega-3s, high in omega-6s, and then that gets topped with what you see here, the luxurious, really velvety duxelle, which would normally be in a beef Wellington, but here we have something a little different. This is going to be spinach, a little bit of aged cheddar, some citrus, and then a little bit of cheese, Parmesan cheese as well. That gets blended together and topped on your salmon.
It's delicious.
We then take that pastry that is filled with butter, really beautiful texture, wrap the whole salmon with that, and then that lattice detail goes on top just for that extra beauty.
And now it's 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
You're going to show us how it arrives. And by the way, you take it right out of the freezer, put it in your oven. You were telling me it's like 400 for 60 minutes from frozen.
Exactly. If you want to just cook this right from frozen, that is an option. That's what I do. So from here, 400 degrees. And that is 60 minutes. You can top with a little bit of egg wash or milk if you forget that step, like I almost always do. There is so much butter in your pastry, making it delicious, that it will still beautifully turn brown. If you want to defrost it, maybe the night before, put it in your refrigerator, and then you really are pressed for time the next day, it will cook in 40 minutes.
Should I cook it on this parchment paper as well?
You can put the parchment paper on the pan.
Yeah, that's great.
If you would like, I certainly suggest that, because I hate to clean pans.
So listen, whether you're slicing for everyone in advance, whether you are putting it on the table just like this and having everyone cut into it buffet style, I love the fact that you're doing this for us, like you're placing it over a beautiful salad, because I feel like brunch, that makes it just so appropriate and perfect. But it could be a surf and turf that you're doing as well, like maybe you're taking a steak or maybe you're taking ham on the side. We have the beautiful St. Jacques scallops coming up at the end of the show. My gosh, these are the most beautiful scallops you've ever seen in your life. They're coming up at the end of the show from Egg Harbor, and maybe you're serving that with this, and you've got a beautiful, beautiful display of different types of center of the plate entrees for your guests. But look at, by the way, there's a lot of salmon in here, Brittany.
These are huge. So if anybody's wondering, well, how many servings am I going to get out of 2 pounds? If this is the only item that you are serving for your dinner or your brunch, you're going to get about 5 to 6 servings out of this. If you are are doing a surf and turf, or like you said, we're doing a scallop St. Jacques as well. In addition to that, get a really, really sharp serrated knife when it comes out of the oven. Let it cool just a little bit, and you're going to get about 7 to 8 slices out of it if this is not the only thing that you're serving.
We have fewer than 600 to go around. If you want them, $19.75 is your easy pay. We also have an auto delivery available on this so that you can receive this in December of 2025 for like 7 Fishes dinner. A lot of people do that. By the way, that's usually the only other time you'll see this being presented. So if you want this, if you want to have it in your freezer at the ready, whether it's for Easter, a birthday, Mother's Day, graduations, any type of celebration, today is your day to pick it up and get it home. It is the easiest way to make the biggest impression for small crowds to large crowds. And I'm looking again at the table, like even with the beautiful quiche, like we have it over here. Like again, you're getting all the different ideas for your Easter brunches, a little fruit salad on the side. Here are some of the elements right in the middle of the table. You know, you always start, you're the queen and the kings of salmon at Egg Harbor.
Yes.
And right over here, we've got this beautiful piece of salmon, and that's where it starts.
Exactly. That is what you are receiving. This is not, you know, fillets of salmon that have been wrapped. You are getting that full 2-pound Salmon Wellington roast. So your piece of salmon has been carefully selected, bones have been taken out, skin has been taken off, gorgeous marbling. It's going to get topped with a blend of your spinach, the aged cheddar, a little bit of citrus, and then wrapped with this gorgeous pastry and the lattice detail put on top. So when it comes out of the oven, it looks exactly like this. So you are going from this to this in either a matter of 40 minutes if you want to defrost this first, or 60 minutes if you're like me, and we're just going to pop it
Yeah, I just go right from frozen.
From
And by the way, you get the perfect temperature every single time. That's why so many people trust Egg Harbor for their Salmon Wellingtons. We also have the Beef Wellingtons coming up from Rastelli's.
Yes, we do.
So if you want to do 1 and 1 of each, you can do that today for a $19.75 easy pay and 134388. Remember, lock it in on auto delivery at this price and at this easy pay. You'll get another one sent to you in December 2025. Today's your day to do it. Brittany, you and I have the St. Jacques scallops coming up a little bit later.
We do.
Oh my gosh. If you go to, Frank, we've got to show them that early at some point because you need to see how beautiful they are. They're like
gorgeous.
The most beautiful food that we're offering you. Yes, and delicious.
So
all right, so listen, we're going to take another bite, but right now, oh no, I don't have another bite.